Harlows, farm-to-table cuisine, catering, entertainment, crafted cocktails. Harlows, where too much of a good thing can be truly wonderful.
Welcome back. Executive Chef Aaron Anderson is here today of Harlows Fine Cuisine and Crafted Cocktails.
How you doing?
Good. You brought along some books that inspired you, continue to inspire you even today into your kitchen. And I think that people may not realize that despite all the training you've had professional training, that even the best chefs out there, even the star chefs, are inspired by certain books and use them as a reference for the style of cooking that they do. And you've got some great ones here.
Absolutely. I mean, I actually pulled these out of the kitchen, out of Harlow's kitchen. So these we use almost on a daily basis. You know, anytime we're stumped with something or we want to know more about something that we don't really know the full either history on or the scientific reasoning why things work, we go to these books. This one right here by Harold McGee is great for learning all of the science behind cooking. This one will it'll tell you why you can whip egg whites, why, why the different science happens between different chemical reactions in cooking.
Is this a textbook, so to speak?
I actually did get this one when I was in culinary school, and it has been indispensable to me as far as learning the whys and the hows behind everything that happens in the kitchen. So
I mean, even right here, and this obviously, I think a lot of good things that pertain to running a successful restaurant. I just flipped a page, tea and coffee, serving and holding coffee, decaffeinated coffee, when it was invented, the science behind it. And
absolutely.
And I can see why something like this would be invaluable. This would be invaluable to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, countless times have I gone to that book, and it definitely helps you feel like you're more well-rounded about any subject you could think of in the culinary world. Yeah, it's definitely
you can see here it's been used quite a bit. And while it may not be a book an average home cook would get, I could see somebody really interested in cooking like myself picking up something like this, because I love the science behind cooking, I really do, and great reference book.
Absolutely, absolutely. So a few other ones I brought with me today is Larousse Gastronomique. This is as well a very famous book.
I've heard of that one.
Larousse, a famous French chef who helped basically organize the kitchen and kind of turn it into the organized system that it has now. So he was the sauce guy, so he kind of invented standardizing of sauces and mother sauces and things like that, and very instrumental in what we do today.
This is what, maybe 10 pounds?
At least.
I'm not kidding. It's got to be that. It's 1,200 pages long. And, when you were in culinary school, you just mentioned mother sauces, how important those are. People may not understand what a mother sauce is. So kind of explain that a little bit.
Sure. Well, in classical French techniques, there's only a handful of base sauces, essentially. That from those you can make any number of thousands of varieties of sauces from. And it gives you, once again, it organizes the kitchen in a way so that you have a base to work with. And if you have those base mother sauces, then from there you can make any number of things. You can take you could take what would be, say, a hollandaise and add a puree of tomatoes to it and turn it into another sauce. So, and just different things like that, and it really helps you become creative without implementing a system as well in the kitchen.
Yeah, so very important in a restaurant that you, with these base sauces, you're putting out 200-300 meals a night. that you cannot stop and cook the sauces are done from scratch, but they're held in such a way that you can take this, add this ingredient to it, and turn a hollandaise into a béarnaise or whatever it might be.
Right.
It would be impossible for any restaurant to have every single sauce made from completely from scratch for every order that comes in. And I can see, the French with the sauces and
absolutely. So we've definitely gotten away a little bit from the classical mother sauces and more towards lighter things. But those are all very rich and very heavy. But there's definitely some applications where you just can't get away from using them. So and they're definitely influential in what every chef does in every kitchen every day.
Yeah.
So
it really is.
And now we're moving on into the cold side of the kitchen. So garde-manger is the French term for the cold kitchen, right? And this is for anything that you would serve chilled, whether it be shrimp cocktail or chicken liver pate and everything in between. So, and it's really it's really an art as well. And a lot of people, a lot of people start on that side of the kitchen, work their way out to the hot side, but there's a lot of technique and a lot of craft that goes into that as well. So another great go-to book. This one is produced by a culinary school, the Culinary Institute of America. A great institution, and also they produce great publications.
Yeah, this is often. A lot of times cooks that have gone there, they'll refer to it as the CIA. They don't mean that CIA.
Right.
But did you go to this one?
I did not go to that one. I went to Western Culinary Institute in Portland, Oregon.
But yeah, these are very up there on the Hudson River in New York, and I think there's a branch of it in Napa Valley.
There is, absolutely.
Yeah, a very well-regarded school.
And this one, for the novice cook or the weekend warrior cook, this is a great book. Called the Visual Food Encyclopedia. So you can flip through here and it'll give you not only pictures of different items, but a little background, storing ideas, cooking ideas. So just interesting items that you may see in grocery stores and may not know how to approach or how to cook in any way. So it's just a fun publication. I really have, I've learned some
this is a beautiful book.
So.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I think cookbooks for many folks can be very personal. Maybe you have a cookbook at home that goes back to your grandmother or something like that. And I know for me, a couple books that inspired me. Years ago, I got into more Creole cooking. So I picked up the famous Commander's Palace book and Emeril Lagasse and things like that. Nowadays, I was telling Aaron, is that I turn to my iPad and do it that way. There's a lot of good cookbooks. There might be even these that you can get digital
Probably.
version.
I've had these for quite a few years now. So
to
it's
prop
very
this up in your
possible.
kitchen versus something like this is really nice. And man, it is incredible how heavy that is. And that's a book. Did you have to carry this around?
No, that was actually a gift to me.
Oh,
that wasn't
wow.
a school book, but this was a birthday gift to me, and it's definitely indispensable.
It's the weight of a cast iron pan.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then some.
Well, last time you were on, we talked a little bit about wine and fall food coming in. And have you started your fall menus there yet, or a few things on there?
We definitely have. We're going through the transition, so I'm adding about 3 items a week, adding and subtracting from the menu. So the newest items, I'm doing a roasted pears with they're Warren pears coming from Frog Hollow Farm, a local farm, all organic. Those are going with pecorino tuile, which is a sheep's milk cheese, some liquerscia prosciutto out of Iowa, and some vanilla olive oil.
Oh, nice.
So that's a nice appetizer we started, kind of
That
getting
sounds
into the
really
fall
nice.
flavors, as we said. Pears are definitely a hardier winter fruit. And we're doing a braised lamb shank now, getting into the braised, the heavier things, right?
The braised meats at this time of the year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love that stuff.
But we've also been keeping ourselves real busy with a lot of charity events. So this is definitely the time for giving, the season for helping out those less fortunate, and we keep ourselves involved in several of those. I did one last night. We also were part of the Vintage, which is a large event in San Juan that we did on Saturday night.
Do you go down there and cater the event? Is that what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. And we were just part of the YMCA group yesterday doing a charity fundraiser for them. But just definitely, I mean, I think if you're in an opportunity to give back, it's definitely the season to do so.
Yeah.
So we also work closely with Sarah's Pantry, which is a charity group.
Certainly heard of them.
So we do food drives with them. If you have any questions about that, you can reach out to us at the restaurant, and we'll be sure to help you give in the right way. So,
all right, very good. There's the information on the screen. They're located down in San Juan Capistrano, and they are, I always forget the road that you're on. The
Rancho Viejo.
Rancho Viejo, that's right across from the Marbella Golf Course. And there's the number on the screen and the website. And go down there for a fine meal, and we'll have to come down there sometime and do a little piece down there in the kitchen or something like that. I think it'd be fascinating. You can show how at least fascinating to me, I don't know, a prep station is made, and how everything is what they call the mise en place, everything ready to go, and how that can benefit a home cook as well.
Absolutely. Well, you've definitely heard me talk about it. It's time to put a face, a practical to the theoretical.
That would be a lot of fun. Aaron, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
We'll see you again.
Bye.
Folks, we'll be right back. Yeah, this thing is like, I can just imagine.
Harlows. Farm-to-table cuisine. Catering. Entertainment. Crafted cocktails. Harlows, where too much of a good thing can be truly wonderful.